Now this isn't a normal video, so I'm not going to start it in the normal way, and you can blame my rep at Corsair for that, because he said in a recent Facebook post that YouTubers should stop saying guys, so you can thank him for this. Hey boys. Anyways, with enough of the creepy stuff going on, this isn't a normal video because we're not going to be talking about computer parts. Now, I'm just like you, maybe not like you, maybe I'm a little bit more nuts. Anyway, we're all a part of a kind of an online collective of enthusiasts of certain things. Some people call us geeks, some people call us nerds, but we all have certain things that we are enthusiastic about. So I would prefer to call us enthusiasts. Now, I like my cars, I have my old 80s stuff, and I have up here, which I've had for an awful long time, a Delorean from Back to the Future 2, because I think Back to the Future is an amazing film. And that model is one that my late mother bought me, and I've still got it. And it's just one of those things that I would never, do you know what I mean? The fact that it's even here and out of the box, I don't like it getting dusty, but I'm kind of trying to share it. But anyway, point why we're here is on Indiagogo at the beginning of this year, I saw something and it just caught my inner nerd, my inner enthusiast. And it was this. And they promised a magnetic levitating DeLorean, and essentially it came with a stand and the car would hover and all light up and it would swivel around, and I instantly thought at that point in time that it would be epic, but also epic for the shelf, something a little bit kind of special at the side. Now it arrived this week and I showed a few of my friends on WhatsApp and they were like, you've got to make a video. We don't care if only 4 people watch it, being the people that I showed it to. We need a video on this, just to kind of give it its juice. Now, to put it into context, apart from taking the lid off the box, I haven't done anything. Everything's still sealed, so we're going to go through all the rigmarole. Now, I know that we're already over a minute in, so it's kind of a usual TTL video, but let's have a look what's in the box. Okay, so here is our box. And it's all lovely and nicely printed. You can see Kids Logic down here. I'm assuming they're the people that made it. It didn't particularly make it very clear on Indiagogo. But we've got the ML02-120 magnetic levitating DeLorean time machine. Whew. I'm going to see if there's anything on the other side. Not a great deal, to be fair. So we're going to pop the lid off, which I'm going to keep uber safe compared to the way I normally would. And our first look inside is this. It's all kind of like blister pack plastic that I'm going to take out. So we've got that to the side. Now I know this is the charger, but don't forget this part I've not actually seen myself yet. So this is all very, very new. I've only been able to stare through the plastic. So I'm trying to keep things uber clean now. I don't know what this is. This is just falling out, so we'll open it. Let's have a look. Oh, it's another hoverboard. Okay, maybe that's the one that actually MagLevs, because there is one there. Or maybe it is one that MagLevs, I should say, because there is one there as well. You can see we've got a little hoverboard. Now, the other things that we have inside are these, which I'm assuming you, oh well, pretty self-explanatory, you would hang them off the back of the car. I think they're meant to replicate sort of like the flames when she hits 88 miles per hour, Marty. Right, and over here we have different wheels. Now we have the different wheels, I will show you, and you can see these have got little power connectors on them as well, because you can fit these ones and then these actually light up, so that's all quite cool. I have looked at the instructions already, and this is so that you can place it on the stand. But the most important thing that we need to get to, and it's the bit that I'm most excited about and nervous about, is the actual DeLorean itself. So I'm just removing the plastic. Right, okay. So here's the DeLorean itself. I'm actually going to zoom you in so that we don't get any dodgy shadows. Now I can say that it's quite light. Yeah, it is plastic. It's not stainless like the other one that I've got, but you can see that there is a heck of a lot of detail. I'm just trying to show you inside at the moment. Now at the back, flux. Has it got a flux? Yes, the flux is in there. You can actually see it through the windscreen slightly better, but the flux is in there. Now, according to the images on the box, all of these should light up. I don't know whether the backs are going to light up as well. Now, it does levitate. We know that much. And to me, that's quite amazing. Now, this is very light. I'm assuming there must be a big bit of like the magnet or something inside, so that it can actually float. When we can look on the bottom, we can see some four LEDs there. So obviously light up underneath. Now the wheels, they say just pull. Let's zoom back out again. I don't think doing it with one hand's the best idea. Ah, there we go. Okay, so that's got like a little power connector on it as well. So these might even light up. I think what I want to do, just while we are on camera, is I'm going to get ready for it to be in floaty mode, because obviously that is well cool. So if you have a look, we've got two little locating pins, and two locating pins as well. Need to get everything lined up. Okay, this is actually quite nerve-wracking. No, I don't think you can have a MagLev model without having it in the flying mode. Okay, I think that's it. Okay, so we are now in flying mode. We'll go back to having a look inside. It's incredibly detailed. We've not really had a proper look at the Mr. Fusion yet. Oh my days. It does actually open. Right, I know you were off shot then, but the Mr. Fusion does actually open. Look at that. That is so cool. Obviously, I'm going to assume that if you found this video, you've watched the films, but you can see there is an awful lot of detail going on in the back there. I'm not quite sure what the switch is for, or whether it does actually do anything. But there we go. Now, if I put the wheels away, one thing that I do know is we do have a stand as well. So obviously it needs to levitate. And that is what is in this under section. So we have a manual-y guide type thing. Tells you how to kind of locate it. It does have a stand, and you can see. Anyway, right, so in here we have two stands. So if I pull these out, crikey. The levitating one is hella heavy. So if we get these out. So we have this one, which, let's have a look. Is it that way around? Or is it that way around? That way around, okay. So we have that one. I'm looking around. I think this is just a... Oh no, look. It does have a power switch. So maybe this all just allows it all to light up. I didn't see any power connections. Or maybe the stand just lights up. I honestly don't know. That's very cool. Maybe it's like mobile phone charging. So we've got that stand to try. I think that's going to be quite safe as well. But the charging side of it, that looks all very cool. But then you go the absolute full retard stand. Okay, right, so the mirror. Got a mark on the mirror. Oh, who's that ugly guy? Right, so then we have the stand. Now I know all this lights up as well. And you can see there's a power connector around the back. So I think it's now time that I need to get the power run to it so that we can have a look. Now I'm not sure how this works, but I don't care. That's magic. I'm just going to lift it off because I don't know. I don't know whether this is going to stay lit. Oh no, it doesn't. I'm not surprised, but I'm just... So I'm going to move it around so that we can see there are lights underneath. I'm trying to keep hold of this so that I can share this with you all. But the the wheels do light up. I'm actually starting to get a bit like a kid at Christmas. You can see there are lights underneath the car as well. I'm just seeing if this actually has a plastic coating on it. It does. Okay, so I've now removed the plastic coating so you can see that there is a mirrored base. I genuinely don't know where to start. So inside we have the flux at the back, which has got a light on. Sorry, that was me turning it off. There's a light in the back. Now the flux doesn't appear to have the three-way thing in there, but there is a light in there. You can see that the where you switch the time circuits on down here, that lights up as well. The Mr. Fusion is lit up. Let me see if I can get this into an angle. There you go. The Mr. Fusion is definitely lit up. Let's see if we... There we go. You can get a better idea. So Mr. Fusion is lit. Coming round, you can see that the vents here are lit, but we do have brake lights as well. You can see all the wiring around the outside is lit up. Get a slightly better view underneath from this side. I'm so chuffed about this. Okay, and then we come round to the front. You can see all the front bumper area where all the, I'm assuming like the wiring and stuff goes round. But the headlights work as well. Actually, oh, hello, there we go. That was where I was seeing light come from. There are lights in the backs of the doors as well. Okay, right, so we've got the static stand. We can see it lights. I want to see it float. No word of a lie. This has taken me about 30 minutes. Yeah. Anyway, so you can press the button here to turn the lights on and off, but now there are really, really strong magnets in the bottom, and if you get it just off kilter or it gets knocked, it will slam down onto the base on one side. Like I said, this is the first time I've actually gone in the float. So it's not the easiest of things. Maybe I just need to get better at it. But I'm just gonna... Once you do find the balance point though, it does seem to stick there pretty well. It's making me proper nervous though. Proper nervous. I'll move the camera up. You can see what I'm on about with the lights underneath, and you get a glance at the Mr. Fusion. But despite my initial thoughts of it not working, it's just incredibly temperamental. But yes, it does float. Just to show you what I mean about it, when you do take it off, I think you pretty much are going to have to lift it straight up. Because, yes. Right, so I'm going to try and put it back down for you right now, so that I can show you how, you never know, I might get it first time this time. You have to keep lifting it up and down. There is a knack, but having the camera in the way doesn't help. So, not exactly a review, but me sharing with you something that me being a fellow enthusiast of the kind of, whatever you want to call it, world, do you know what I mean, imaginary world, sci-fi world, whatever. It was just something that I bought for myself because I am a Back to the Future fan. The one thing I will say is the stand is incredibly picky. So if you're watching this because you've bought one, stick with it. It does work. It just, it does work. It does just, it has to be literally millimeters right. I've probably got it, this is the third time I've got it balanced out of probably, I don't know, 50 tries maybe. So stick with it, it will go. But one of the things I will say is in the videos, if I have it running, I will use the stand. When it does come off, it comes off with a bit of a clunk because with the magnets, it pulls it down into the stand. But when you get the balance right, it does look awesome. So it's just going to be something that you're just going to show your friends maybe once in a blue moon. It's a shame it's not easier, but I kind of understand why. Anyway, that was my own personal Back to the Future 2 DeLorean. I can just keep watching it. Magnetic levitating model. I love it. What do you think? Don't worry, these videos won't become a regular thing. But anyway, it's just something I wanted to share. For now at least, this is Tiny Tom Logan, really nervous and wants to put it on the other stand. Out. Ding.